A line has just been drawn in the sand by the highest court. A recent Supreme Court ruling on a religious charter school in Oklahoma is making waves. But what does it spiritually signify for the future of faith in our children's education and public life? You're about to discover the core spiritual principles at stake in this landmark decision and how it could reshape the landscape for faith communities and individual seekers alike. If understanding these profound intersections of law, faith, and society is crucial for you, quickly tap that subscribe button and the all notification bell. We unravel these complex issues with clarity. At the heart of this isn't just a school in Oklahoma, it's a centuries-old dialogue. Where does organized religion meet public education, funded by taxpayers of all beliefs, or no belief? The Supreme Court, by blocking this particular religious charter school, has weighed in significantly. This specific school aimed to operate as a public charter while explicitly teaching religious doctrine. This immediately brings up the foundational principle of the separation of church and state. But this is where it gets really interesting, from a spiritual meanings perspective. For proponents of such schools, it's about religious freedom and parental rights, the ability to educate children according to their deeply held spiritual values, even within publicly accessible structures. They see it as an expression of faith and a way to nurture spiritual identity. The spiritual meaning here is one of living one's faith holistically, integrating it into all aspects of life, including education. On the other side, concerns are raised about protecting a secular public square and preventing indoctrination with public funds. The spiritual meaning here relates to principles of equality, inclusivity for all faiths and non-faiths, and ensuring public institutions serve everyone without promoting one specific spiritual path. Could publicly funded religious charter schools inadvertently marginalize students from different backgrounds or create divisions? This is a core spiritual question about community and shared values in a diverse society. It forces us to ask, what is the ultimate purpose of public education in a pluralistic nation? We're navigating a complex intersection of deeply held beliefs here. If this exploration of competing spiritual principles is making you think, please hit that like button. It signals the importance of this dialogue. And stay with me, because understanding the broader impact of this ruling is key to grasping its true spiritual weight. This ruling doesn't exist in a vacuum. It will likely influence future debates about school choice, funding for religious institutions, and the definition of public education. For faith communities, it might mean re-evaluating how they provide spiritual instruction, perhaps strengthening private religious schools, homeschool co-ops, or community-based programs. For society, it's a moment to reflect on how we nurture both spiritual exploration and a cohesive, inclusive public life. The spiritual quest here is for balance and wisdom in structuring our shared institutions. So, the deeper spiritual truth, the powerful essence of the Supreme Court's decision on religious charter schools crystallizes into this. It's a profound societal meditation on how a nation balances the sacred right to religious freedom with the foundational need for an inclusive, equitable public sphere, especially in the education of its children. Understanding this ruling isn't just about law. It's about discerning the evolving spiritual and ethical contract we share in a diverse world. It challenges us to find ways to honor individual faith while upholding collective principles that allow all spiritual paths and paths of no specific faith to coexist with respect. Did this perspective on the Supreme Court's ruling offer you new clarity or raise further questions? How do you feel this impacts the spiritual landscape of education? Share your reflections and aha moments in the comments below. Your journey enriches our entire community. If this exploration has illuminated your path, Please honor that by liking this video. And if you haven't already, become part of our circle of seekers by subscribing to and activating all notifications. Click it now. We have so much more to explore together.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. May your understanding continue to expand and your spirit continue to soar as we navigate these complex times with wisdom.